How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the live stream. We are here for the big preview. The Champions League does return for the Arsenal women as we face Olympic Lyon, of course, the team who we beat in the semi-final, 8-time winners of the Champions League, and we do face them. Match day one. It's not an easy start, is it, to Champions League for Arsenal women? But this is a live match preview, joined by some very special guests. Starting off, we've got Sophie. She's been on the channel a few times already, guys. She covers the women's content, men and women's content as well. First, you can find a description in the you can find a link in the description. Very easy to do. Make sure you go over and subscribe to her. She's doing amazing things over there. But Sophie, welcome back to the channel. And how you been keeping?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. Thank you for asking me on again. As we were saying off air, it's been a little while since we've chatted about Arsenal, but yeah, I'm really happy to be on, so thank you for asking me.
Of course, anytime. Yeah, it's obviously great to have you back as well. And looking forward to discuss this big game, as we know, tomorrow. And we're joined by Matt as well, who is an Arsenal fan. He follows the women's game as well. How you doing, Matt? You good?
Yeah, I'm all right. Cheers for inviting me, by the way.
Anytime, man. Anytime. It's great to have you. And guys, make sure in the chat you get your predictions in down below. Smash up the like buttons. And like I said, Matt has not got a channel, but Sophie's channel is in the description. You guys can go and follow her over there as well. But let's get into it. Of course, Leon tomorrow. I actually want to I'll start with you first, Sophie. The women this season, because obviously we had history made again, 2 times winners, winning the Champions League last year, beating, Lyon, who we played tomorrow in the semis to get there, Barca in the final as well. I feel like we was underdogs to win the whole thing, really. I don't think, I think we got a lot of people are surprised to win that Champions League last season. And obviously, incredible achievement for, Rene, 5 months in, half a season, and she came in and won the Champions League. The season's just started now. We made a few additions in the window, Olivia Smith coming in, Taylor coming in from Liverpool as well. I thought we had a good start to the season. London City, the 4-1 win, and then obviously West Ham, wasn't it, when we battered them 5-1. But the recent games, what has happened is it's kind of like we've just completely. I don't want to put it like this, but it's like they are playing like we won the Champions League. It's all good. Let's just relax now.
Yeah.
That's the body language I'm sort of sensing from these players and from this team. But what's been your overall thoughts so far on the women this season?
Yeah, it's been a bit weird, hasn't it, really? Like, we started off well, we got a few good wins, which we kind of should be winning in those games against West Ham, but in recent years we haven't. With Jonas, we haven't started off well. So I was happy about our wins, and then it sort of just went downhill after we drew with United. I mean, drawing with United, you don't want to do that if you want to win the league, but the Villa result, and then losing to Man City. I think we're missing Leah Williamson at the back.
Mm.
Katie Reid has done an amazing job. I think she should be our starter in that position, but still Leah's back. But I don't. It's really crazy how things have just taken a turn for the worse now, because it kind of feels as though the title race could be over now. And we've got the Champions League, so I think we could we might have to focus on that. But yeah, I don't really know what is gone wrong for us. I don't know if it's the midfield. I mean, we've brought in some great players. Olivia Smith's done a great job so far, and we've seen a bit of Taylor Hines as well.
Yeah.
I don't know really. I think the midfield might be a bit of a problem. We've seen a lot of rotations for the midfield, but yeah, it's not really going our way at the moment, and I don't know why. I think the players are a bit tired from the Euros, or we maybe should have replaced that Leah Volti when she left. So
Mm.
yeah, it's not really been a great start at the moment for Arsenal.
Yeah, no, 100% agree with you there. Um, and the fact as well, like when you look going into that Man City game, I think the game, if you look at Chelsea, who we're meant to be obviously competing with and have won the title year in, year out now, they actually drew, didn't they, to Man United before that. So we had a big opportunity to, sort of, and we do, and I get we've got to play them twice this season already, at the Emirates and obviously going away Stamford Bridge. And you'd hope that we can beat them twice, so that it maybe change a turn a corner. But yeah, I mean, I'm definitely, I agree with you in terms of this type of start. I think people said in the chat as well, like reminds us of when we had Jonas, that
Yeah.
sort of, these poor starts to the season. So Yeah, it's just obviously still early on, still very early on in the season. But the Man City one I thought hurt the most because I thought we turned the corner really well. I think when Chloe Kelly came off the bench scored that screamer, and then we looked like we was actually going to get the third goal. And then, but defensively, like just going back to that game quickly. So, like, why? I'm looking at Renee and her team selection. Why did she drop someone like Katie Reed? And you saw what happened when Lottie Wubben-Moy came in. I thought she's very poor.
Yeah, I think the only reason why Renee probably started her is because of the passing. Like, I think when Leah's playing, she's great. Getting the ball up the top. Her passing's amazing. I think with Ruben Moy, she can sort of do that what Leah does, but yeah, defensively, I couldn't believe how bad. I mean, she's not played for a while as well, so I was a bit surprised. And I don't know if Ruben Moy played because she's played against Bunny Shaw before, and maybe Katie Reid didn't have that experience. But I think we probably wouldn't have conceded some of them goals if Katie Reid hasn't done anything wrong to be out of the team. And I do get she's young as well, and if she made mistakes, Renee probably wouldn't want her to take it all on. But yeah, I do think it was a mistake. I think we should just stick with Katie Reid because she's done such a great job so far.
Yeah, no, 100%. Matt, I'll come to you. What's obviously Arsenal Champions League holders going into this game? But do you reckon after the start we've had, obviously losing to City, drawing to Villa, drawing to Man United as well, when we won the first two games, do you think Arsenal can still win this league this season, WSL?
There's a chance of that, but I mean, if you look at other big teams, sometimes they've done a comeback, like from the last, like starting off really poorly, but then they end up going off and winning it.
Yeah, no, definitely, man. I mean, what's been your thoughts on this team so far, Arsenal women so far this
I
season?
mean, like some of it's been a bit sloppy on the manager's part, but then and there's time to strengthen the cracks because we've got more games ahead, and and the manager's found like several ways that it doesn't work, but we'll find ways of improving it.
Yeah, no, I'm with you there. Like Renee for me has got to take a bit of responsibility. Like I'm not sitting here saying, "Oh, let's sack her," because she's won the Champions League with us, man. Midway through a season, and you could tell like when she first came in. This is what I've sort of noticed in the recent weeks as well. When she first came in, the players looked so much like playing with freedom. Like a whole weight was off their chest. We was, playing proper. Like they're full of confidence, of course, and that's what obviously like a new manager can do to you. But to go in obviously 5 months and win the Champions League straight away against Barcelona, against Lyon as well, in between to do that is just incredible. So, but I do think she got to take a bit of responsibility because some of her team selections at times, I think she can make a few wrong decisions and game management at times as well. But yeah, I mean, listen, it's still early on in the season. Like I'm not going to sit here and of course, as a manager, you're going to get that responsibility, but I think she can definitely fix up. But yeah, let's obviously talk about tomorrow's game then against Lyon. I'll come back to you. So for this one, obviously, we last season actually when they came to Emirates, they beat us that first leg, that 2-1, and then we went there. Again, odds were against us. Not many people because they've won it the most times. They're like incredible, historic. They got that pedigree and they got that heritage in the Champions League. Got some brilliant players. Not many people expected Arsenal to go to the second leg and batter them, and it weren't like 2-1. Yeah, it was 4-1. We completely destroyed them. So, obviously, I know we've had as we spoke about earlier, quite slow starts to the season, but we are the holders, and a new season in this new Champions League format as well. But how are you feeling going in tomorrow's game, and your thoughts on Lyon as well?
Yeah, it's so weird, isn't it? Because we've had so many bad results recently, and I don't think we're in the best place going into this game. I think there's no doubt we can score goals. I think if we play Chloe Kelly in the team, maybe with Olivia Smith, it's difficult. You want to sort of have the same sort of 11 because we've rotated so much. I think the team obviously we played against Barcelona. I think if we can kind of do that, obviously maybe play Kate Reid in that game. It's difficult. You've got other defenders. You could play Katina, who hasn't really had many minutes. Ruben Moy, who struggled the other day. I think it sort of depends on the lineup, but I think we're in a new sort of competition. The league isn't great at the moment, but we can sort of put our focus now to Champions League. I mean, if we could win that again, that would be amazing. So, yeah, I think it's going to be difficult. We've had so many, games against Leon, and they're so tough to beat. And as you mentioned before, that they've, beaten us a few times, and they've won the Champions League a lot. So, I think this is going to be tough. Obviously, it'll be at the Emirates. I do wonder how we'll sort of do there. I don't know if we'll win this game. It's so difficult to know how we're going to be because we've had a few bad results recently. And people have sort of said we're looking predictable. I'd agree with that a little bit as well. So, yeah, I don't really. I think we could get something out of the game, but yeah, I think we do have to try and get a draw or win out of this game. But as you mentioned, they've got some incredible players, so it is going to be really tough.
Yeah, 100%. If we quickly have a look at them this season, because I was looking earlier today, and I think they won like 8-1. Yeah, they beat Lens 8-1. Beat PSG 6-1, by the way. This is where, yeah, this is where they're currently at. They played 4 games, won all 4, 12 points. Scoring goals for fun. Conceded a few here and there, but it's just, yeah, the goal scorers is insane. I mean, if I look into their squad as well, just quickly, some of the players we may recognize from last season playing against us. Renard still plays them. Like, she's like 35. Yeah, 35 now. They've got, who else? I think they've just signed her, right, from Barcelona.
Yeah, she's a good player.
Really good player. Who else? I remember her from last year as well. Dormani, the attacker, gave us some problems, and this girl as well, Diani. I thought she, especially in that first leg, gave us some real problems. So, yeah, I mean, you look into their team, they've got a very, very good, very, very good squad. But Matt, what's your thoughts about Lyon and this game tomorrow for Arsenal?
Statistically, if you're obviously looking at like recent games, I think Olympic would win like quite easily. But if like the manager's able to like fix those cracks and play a different system, there's a chance that they might be able to pull it off.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, on this like league phase format, obviously we saw the men do it. Now for the women, we got Benfica after this. Real Madrid's in there. That Belgium side, OH, I think that's their name. Twente and Bayern Munich as well. When you look into that sort of, firstly, Soph, what's your opinion on like the league phase as a whole? Obviously, we saw it with the men a little bit, but now it's in the women's game. And what do you make of the games that we've got? Do you see this as our toughest game?
Yeah, I think the Champions League, the way the format is, I think it's quite complicated, to be fair. I mean, when we got the draw, I was looking at it, I was just thinking like that's just crazy. Like, so I'll have to see how it goes for the women's team, obviously. But I kind of liked it how it was like in the little table last season. As well regarding like the draw, I mean, the teams that I never want to face really are like Barcelona.
Yeah.
Obviously Lyon, are quite good, and I think Bayern Munich are a really good team. So I think regarding like Madrid, I think we are. I do think we're better than them. So I think it's always weird playing them when you've just played them already. But I'm excited to play other teams that we've not actually played. Like Benfica as well. I'm interested to see how we're going to do actually away from home in different sort of atmospheres at different grounds. But yeah, I think we've got quite a tough few games actually. I'm happy we obviously don't have Barcelona, but I think Lyon. I think Madrid. I think they'll all be tough games as well. But obviously last year we did, we won it. We can definitely do it again. But yeah, I'm interested to see how we're gonna get on. But there's no reason why we can't win this. But yeah, it'd be interesting playing some of the teams that we played last year as well.
For sure. And obviously, people don't know how it works. I think it is, if I'm not wrong, the top four automatically go through. I'm pretty sure to quarterfinals. That's it. And then where you can see the green after that, from 5th all the way to 12th, is when they do the playoffs before that. So if you look at some of the teams in there, obviously Wolfsburg, I think, are having a really good. I mean, they've always been a decent side in there. Valerenga, we played last year. Benfica, we got to play. Roma's in there. Obviously, Madrid, we play. PSG's in there. Both of the Paris teams are there. OH, we got to play. Lyon, we got to play. Man United are there as well, having a good start to the season. Juventus, we played last year. Twente, Chelsea's always going to be there as well. When you look into these teams and the games that we've got so far, do you think top four is doable for Arsenal?
Yeah, I don't see why not. I mean, we've as you mentioned before with the window, we've added players, and then we've lost a few players. Obviously, Leovaldi will be a big loss, but I think we're in a good place with the squads, like with the players that we have. We've not had too many injuries. Obviously, we're going to miss Leo Williamson, especially in the Champions League, but I don't see why we couldn't, finish in the top four. I hope we can. But as we said as well, we do have quite a few tough fixtures. Obviously, you'd hope we could beat Lyon. Obviously, regarding Madrid, Benfica, some of the other teams we have, they'll be up for it as well. So you never know, really, Champions League, because there's so many big teams in there. As you mentioned, United as well. They'll want to do really well. So I'm interested if we can do it. Obviously, as we said, we're not in the best place. We've drawn a few, we've lost against City, so I think we just have to put that behind us and just move forward in the Champions League, and hopefully we'll finish in the top four.
Yeah, definitely. Matt, what do you think about Champions League for us? Obviously, with the holders, do you think we can go again?
If the manager is able to make those changes and get the momentum going, I don't see why they can't get through into the top four. But if the manager keeps doing what she's been doing recently, and I don't really think that's going to be doable.
Yeah, no, definitely, man. I still think we can get top four, to be fair. Straight to quarterfinals. And I honestly think like we can go all the way again. I really do. Obviously, like we spoke about the season so far, but this team proved it last season anyway, man. Like in these big games, we certainly can turn up. Even when the odds were against us. Like you think about Real Madrid last year, we was 2-0 down. Second leg, we came back 3-0. Lyon, 2-1 down. Second leg, we come back 4-1. Barcelona, of course, they have some mad players. Three-time Ballon d'Or winner, by the way, Bob Matty. Should only be two, guys. Yeah, the Ballon d'Or is rigged, people. All right, Russo should have won it, or Mariona. But, like they have those players like that, and we did them in the final. So I don't see why not, why we can't go all the way in the Champions League this year. I'm going to get into like the team that we're going to do. Before I do, I'm going to quickly catch up with the chat, guys, because I know there's a few people in here as well. So big up everyone. As I said, make sure you guys go to the description and sub to Sophie's channel as well. If you're down there, make sure you guys do that. We've got Wookie in the building, and he says best of luck at the awards for Sophie and Josh. Yes, the links should be pinned. I should pin that now for if you guys want to vote for myself. But while you're there as well, what category are you in again, Soph?
I'm in best in women's football and the best podcast.
There we go. So 2 there, guys. Why? If you haven't already voted for me, make sure at the same time you go and vote for Soph as well, because yeah, she's also going to be there. So I'll quickly pin that from Drew. Big up to you for that as always. But yeah, bless up Wookie, man, every single time. We've got Champions 25. Big up TG and GG. Don't know, Matt, but big up still. Big up to you, bro. 170 says, big up Sofa and Josh. This start of the season reminds me of the start of last season under Jonas. Yeah, so what we were saying as well. Very, very true there. Anne Marie, how you doing? Honestly, we are the fourth best team in the country. I see Barca, Chelsea, Lyon, and Bayern as the favourites to win the Champions League. Yeah, I mean, we've got to play Bayern again this year. I thought they gave us a really good game last year. Both times. I mean, they battered us in, when we went away that 5-2. To be fair, we had Jonas, didn't we, in that game? But yeah, I mean, I think we can definitely get top 4. But you are right, there's some big teams in there as well. Liam's in the building. Bless up, Liam, man. Every single time talking to Bayern, there he is, man. Big up to you as well. 170 says I will go back to the 11 played last season. Yeah, I mean, obviously, like we signed some new players, like Olivia's came in, and she should be starting 100% for me. Like she's for me best player against Man City as well. I thought she was the only one trying to make stuff happen, but yeah, I mean, I thought like sort of what So said earlier. I think losing someone like Leah as well, is always going to be a big miss, and also Leah Williamson as well. Like let's not forget that she's out injured. She's like for me, she's a leader. She's like one of our most important players. And you've seen that sort of. I think Katie Reed's done really well. When she's came in, but you see that disconnection there because Leah's Leah, man. Like she is that one of for me. People talk about who's our like most important player, our best player. I think we've got players like Mariona who turn up in the big moments, who are so like technically gifted and as a player is top. But most important player for me has got to be Leah Williamson, and I think that's proved it so far this season. But Frank's in the building. Big up to you, my brother. I'm doing very well, thank you, man. And Drew's with us. He says smash the likes and subscribe if you're new. Bless up yourself, Drew, every single time. Hope you're well. Wookie says brings back the memories of meeting you at the Lyon game. Yeah, man. Even though we lost, it's still good times, bro. So bless up yourself. I'll be there as well tomorrow, guys. I will be there. It's not even at the Emirates though. Start flipping. Why don't they have the Champions League games at Emirates? It just doesn't make sense. Kulia's in the building. Big up to you. Does Matt have a channel? No, he doesn't have a channel, man. Matt, you would you want a channel one day?
Not sure yet.
Sure, yeah. He's gonna come on here a few times to see if he likes it, and then he'll do his own one. But yeah, Terrell's in the building. Big up yourself, Terrell, mate. Great to see you. Says big up Josh and Soph. Absolute legend, bro. HB, big up to you. We need Liv on the left in our team. She's the best at cutting in and creating her own shots. Renee needs to fix that midfield as well. Yeah, I do agree with you there, my friend. Godfrey, big up yourself, Godfrey, man, every single time. We've got Static as well. He says, hey, Josh in the panel. It's tomorrow, bro. This is just, this is just a preview. But yeah, big up every single time anyway, man. Question here from Champions. How many wins do we need to finish top 4?
I don't think.
I think we can afford. Not obviously we want to win every single game, but realistically, maybe one defeat, and the rest wins for me.
Yeah.
Because I think Barca are going to be. I don't know who Barca play in their games, but Barca will be up there as always. They're so consistent. Chelsea, I think, will win a lot of games. I think Bayern could do well. So that leaves sort of 3 right there straight away. Lyon as well could be consistent and win their games.
Yeah, we can't lose many, really, can we?
No.
I expect us to draw against Lyon, really, but I think we can't really drop many points. I think we have to do our best, but it's different. It's different competition, so we might have a different sort of mindset. Knowing that we've won it, the team might want to, keep going for this. So I just hope we actually do get in the top 4.
Yeah, 100%. Because I obviously we don't make top 4. I think, as I said, it's from 5th all the way down to 12th. And if it's like the men's, then you play whoever finishes next to you. I'm pretty sure. So we could have a really tough one against, I don't know, someone like, I mean, I think you could play English teams as well in the playoffs. So we could play Chelsea in the playoffs, and then, yeah, because that could be that, like, just like that, or like something like Wolfsburg or something like that. So yeah, definitely. But yeah, big up to Andrew as well, my brother. I hope you've been keeping well, man. Big up to Liam as well, Bayern View, who just raided as well. Thank you very much, Liam, mate. Absolute legend, bro. Every single time. And Drew's put in your link as well.
Thank you so much.
So yeah, make sure you guys. I said Josh is so fed up with Arsenal's men's team, he's switching to the women's team. Bro, mate, the women's team, yeah, as you said, they can win trophies, but man, I've been watching Arsenal women for years anyway. You know, this is like the first real time I want to do it on the channel. You know, and if you go to Sophie's channel as well, bro, like she's been doing it for a while as well. She does it. Also, what I do as well, like all previews and reactions. So, yeah. Nah, it's the women is so this season. The past couple of games have been a bit poor, but overall it's so enjoyable, man. Honestly, but yeah, big up yourself, man. Oh, Barca Bayern, that'd be a good one, man. That'd
Oh,
be a
that'd
good
be
one.
good.
That'd be a good one. Right, let's get into the lineups then. It'd be interesting to see what Rene does do, but I'll share my screen right now, and we will go with this team. So goalkeeper, obviously, do you expect? I mean, Soph, what has happened to DVD?
Yeah, I mean, I remember against West Ham, she made that mistake, didn't she? And she's had shaky moments, hasn't she? I mean, I don't know because we know how consistent she is. We know how reliable she is. So I'm hoping as the season goes on, she'll grow in confidence. But I think the problem that we have as well at the moment is obviously we have brought the goalkeeper in. I'm not seeing enough of her either to judge her, but then you've got Zinsberger as well here, so it's hard as well because if Daphne is going through confidence issues, you don't really have a lot of choice to bring in people. But I hope she'll overcome that and grow with confidence in games.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen how good she can be, like the quality she had last year, and part of me thinks as well, like the injury, because I'm pretty sure she played Leon and excuse me, Barca, and she was still struggling with an injury. So part of me still thinks it's that because she's played every single game so far this season, hasn't she?
Yeah.
We've yet to see Zinsberger yet. So yeah, I mean, I think she'll be back to her best, guys. She's going through a little tough sort of period right now, but we know the qualities are there. But yeah, you expect her Rene to start her instead of Zinsberger, right?
Yeah, I don't expect to see anyone other than Daphne really. I hope she starts anyway.
Yeah, I mean, because even if you look at Zinsberger, I mean, Zinsberger's been here for quite a few
Yeah.
seasons now, but I think there's only one choice personally, guys. And as much as she's been not at her best, DVD's got to be, you know,
Yeah.
it's got to go and goal. What do you think about the goalkeeper, Matt?
No, I mean, like, at the end of the day, like, she's trying her best, and like, it's still early days of the season, and like, people shouldn't be quick to like criticize her mistakes because there's like she's human, like everyone else, every one of us, and as part of being human, we're prone to make mistakes.
Yeah, facts, bro. Facts. All right, right back. I think it's quite obvious, right, guys? It's got to be Emily.
Yeah.
Emily at right back. Honestly, she's one of my favorite players now. Like real talk, every
She's so
single
good.
game. Incredible, right? Absolutely incredible. So yeah, just offers so much going forward, defensively, physical, like physicality. She's got it all, man. Honestly, what a player. So yeah, she goes right in the right back. Now the centre back could be interesting. Do you know, by the way, like when Leah could be back, Soph?
Yeah, I heard on the internet today that she's back before Christmas, so I think she's
Okay.
going to be training November, December time, which feels ages to us
Oh
watching
yes.
Arsenal. But yeah, do you know what though? When the season started, I was only thinking she was going to be out for like a few weeks or something. But it, I bet when she comes back, we'll look like a much better team. But it feels too long.
Yeah, definitely. So interesting with a centre back. Like for me, I wouldn't mind seeing Katie Reid go back in there instead of Lottie. Personally, I don't know what you think.
I'd go for that. I think she's not done anything wrong, has she, to be out the team? So she's probably the best choice we have right now because Weber Moy has made some mistakes and we can't afford mistakes in this game.
The the thing with like thinking about Rene though, this is a massive Champions League game. Like I think Katie Reid, she's still like 18, isn't she? She's still quite young,
Yeah.
and she's not had that experience too much in Champions League football yet. So I think she played a handful of games last year, when we played against, like, was it Valerenga? And I think she came off the bench a few times, but actually starting a game, I can't remember if she actually did last year. So she's not really had that experience yet. But at the same time, Renee started her at the start of the season, in like the first four games already. So quite clearly she's got a bit of faith in her. And, I think she's brave to start her first game of the season. But apart from giving away that penalty, which is unlucky from her, every other game, I think she's been solid.
Yeah.
So, yeah, she's going to go in there. Alongside her would be Catley, right?
Yeah.
No doubt. Honestly, Catley for me is one of my favorite players as well. Like, because of how consistent she is as well, the centre back.
Yeah, she's so underrated. She doesn't get the credit she
No.
deserves.
100% agree. She never gets like hyped up or like, never gets his credit. But every single game, like, she does a simple bit and she does the basics really well. But at the same time, like, she's so consistent as well. So yeah, she's in there 100%. And then left back, probably gonna be Katie McCabe, right? But I do like Taylor as well.
Yeah, I don't know as well if I would probably go McCabe, but I don't know if we'd change it up because Taylor Hines could do a good job as well. Like, if Taylor Hines starts, I'd be happy to see her, but it's usually McCabe that's been starting, really.
Yeah, and I think Renee's going to continue going with McCabe for this one. So, yeah. What's the spelling like? Is it?
I think it's 2 C's.
Is it 2 C's like that?
Yeah, right.
There we
Like
go.
that.
There we
I know
go.
it's confusing.
So McCabe, Catley, Reed, and Emily is our back four guys. Now the midfield is interesting because obviously she's played a lot of Palova, which I'm quite surprised about. Personally, I mean, in the attack, I think I would actually like to see Marnham play.
Yeah, me too.
Because I think she's our top goal scorer this season, if I'm not wrong. Like 3-4 goals already. So, and I was quite surprised when she didn't start the game against Man City. That was one thing I looked at and I was like, why are you not starting Marnham? She scored against Villa and she's been playing really well in the, not just this season, but end of last season as well. So I'll start her in the attack, but what else would you do in the midfield?
I'd probably, I don't know, I think maybe Marnham, Caldente, Little. It's difficult, really, because Caldente is tired. And but I don't know, because like she's that player that just can, change the game. She's got that magic, hasn't she? So it's tough because, as you mentioned, you've got Palova, you've got Cooney Cross, who we've not really seen too much of. She came on, didn't she? But
yeah.
I don't know. I probably would stick with Little and Caldente, but I don't know really what Rennie is going to do because we've seen so many changes in that midfield, haven't we?
100%. And I think Renee again maybe could come down to experience. I think Kim Little's got to be playing these types of games for sure. Mariona will be in there as well. But as you said, she looks just so knackered, man. To be real with it, she looks knackered. Like, we know, she's an absolutely incredible player, but she's been looking so tired, and I just still don't think there's that. It's not really like a negative thing I'm trying to say, but that trust there with Cooney Cross anymore to really start these games, because she's always been on the bench, hasn't she, recently?
Yeah, we've not. I don't think I don't think we see enough of her to start her at the moment. I think if she comes on off the bench and shows us something, then maybe we can start her in the future. But yeah, I think that's the best midfield right now, to be honest.
Yeah, no, for sure. Let's go into the front three then. The front three, I mean, we've got quite a few options, and I gave credit at the start of the season with this because I think we've got a lot of competition for places. You think about strikers now, Russo, Blackstenius. We know how clutch she is. I still prefer her sort of off the bench, but she could definitely change the game. And then if you look to the win as well, Chloe Kelly, Caitlin Ford, now Olivia's in there as well. Beth Mead, I thought had a really good start to the season. So for this game, what would be your front three personally?
tough, isn't it? I mean, I'd probably go with, personally, Russo up top because, I mean, I
I
know
agree.
Russo hasn't scored much recently, but we know how good she's been in the Champions League. I'd probably play Chloe Kelly on the right. If Chloe, I assume Chloe Kelly's fit now because she started to play more, hasn't she? So I definitely think she's ready. And then I'd probably play Olivia Smith on the left. It's difficult, isn't it? Because you got Ford as well. I know
Yeah.
Beth Mead started to do good. But that's probably the best at the moment front three I'd go for.
Yeah, I'm with that as well. You know, Chloe Kelly off the bench, just absolutely what a goal that was against Man City. I think it's written from her, of course, her former club.
Yeah,
You saw what happened, how much she hated it there as well. So buzzing when she obviously got that fantastic goal. I think, yeah, you got a star as well. But I like what someone else said as well a bit earlier on, saying maybe try out Olivia on the left.
yeah,
Because she can cut inside really well. And Olivia, for me, I've been so happy with the signing, and you know, I still think it's going to take a bit of time for her to adapt to this Arsenal team, but I think she's actually had a decent start. So,
yeah,
for me personally, I don't think Rene's going to do this, but yeah, I'd go Kelly on the right, and then sort of Olivia on the left.
yeah,
Um, but I think most likely it's going to be Caitlin Ford maybe on the left, and then Olivia maybe on the right, or Kelly. Like we've got so many options, like Beth
yeah.
Mead as well. It's crazy. Like the attack and the competition is stacked, like up front as well. So, but I think if we look into this team right now, I think it's very very strong. I think this is one of the strongest we can go for to take down this Lyon side. So yeah, Matt, what's your thoughts on this team?
I mean, I think Kelly's done well so far because, like, if you look on how well she did in the Euros, and she's like someone who's good with pressure. So
Yeah,
if she's able to bring that into the Lyon game, I don't really see a problem, really.
yeah. No, definitely. We'll catch up with some comments and then we get into the predictions as well. I remember when Arsenal women used to smash everyone. Yeah, man. Yeah. This season has shown the difference in levels between DVD and Hannah Hampton as well. Um, the men's game is much harder to win the Champions League. Yeah, yeah. But still, full credit where credit's due to this Arsenal women's team, man. McCabe will start left back. McCabe has been poor. Yeah, see, like a few times I noticed this last season when we played against Liverpool in the FA Cup, her against Olivia Smith was a nightmare to do. Like that, I've noticed this a few times with McCabe, but I do agree. I think she hasn't been at her best. I don't know what you guys think about her this season.
Yeah, I think she has been poor. I mean, I think she's good going forwards, like
Yeah,
her crosses, her passing, that's why she plays. But it's like against Man City, I mean, Ford's was bad as well, but I just don't know what she was doing. Like, I don't know why she didn't go to defend, that cross. I was a bit confused. So, yeah, I think she's a great player. I think we could all say that going forward. I think she's great, but I think in the Man City game she was playing a bit higher up the pitch, so I suppose defensively she struggled. But yeah, I think she's gonna do better because I think if she's gonna concede goals like that, you might have to look at playing Taylor Hines a bit more possibly. But the thing is, like with McCabe, she's so good going forward, and yeah, her set pieces are great, and that's what you need. So yeah, she has definitely been a bit poor defensively, I'd say, so far.
yeah, definitely agree there as well. I don't want to see Palova again. Cara Cooney Cross or Marnham. Yeah, I think Marnham's got to start for this type of game. Marnham's got to start for sure. I don't think Rennie will play Cara Cooney Cross and then Russo. Yeah, Russo. What a baller, Liam, man. You already know. Smash the likes if you haven't already. Thank you very much for that, Drew, as well. Every single time, absolute legend, man. Ford, Russo, and Kelly. Yeah, I mean, there's so many options that we can do in this front three. Russo's always a pressing machine. Sorry, Russo's machine always pressing. Yeah, facts. Kelly's good as a sub. I think she could do well starting games as well.
Yeah.
I think we've got certain players I prefer off the bench. Like, you know, Black Seniors, for example, like off the bench against these tired legs, when we need a goal, she's proved it time and time again. She can, be clutch. But yeah, look how bad a start Liverpool has had to the WSL without Hines and Smith. Yeah, Olivia as well. Yeah, now they're both at Arsenal, man. Love to see it. Yeah, no, of course, Drew, man. Bless her every single time, man. I'm not knocking the women's achievements. They're still a part of our club. Facts, bro. Absolute facts. And I'm glad the actual Emirates, they have the two Champions Leagues, two-time Champions League when you go to the stadium now. Like when you look at all the trophies across, it's fantastic to see. So yeah, no, 100% Drew, bro. Bless up. But yeah, let's get into the score prediction, guys, for tomorrow's game. This could be interesting. I mean, it can go either way. Again, we just don't know how we're going to turn up. We could be a completely different team in the Champions League, like we were last year. Just playing with freedom, fearless, catching teams off surprise. But I feel like teams are going to obviously have respect for Arsenal considering how we won it last year, knowing that we're the holders. But I'll start with you, Soph. How are you feeling for the game tomorrow, and what's your score prediction as well?
I'm gonna go like 1-1. I think it's difficult as well because how poor we've been defensively. I just hope that it'll be quite a close game. I can take a 1-1 actually because I know it's at home, but Lyon are a great side. Obviously, we can't really lose much games. Obviously, if we lose this game, you don't really want to lose any other games in the Champions League, especially with the new format. But it's like I say, don't know what to expect from Arsenal because we've been quite poor lately, and I just don't know which Arsenal is going to turn up. I guess when we see the lineup, we'll probably know maybe how we're going to play. But yeah, I'm going to go 1-1. I think it'll be quite a competitive match.
Yeah, fair enough. 1-1. I mean, I don't think that would be the end of the world, to be honest. Like,
Yeah.
obviously, we want to win, of course, but we win every single game. But at the same time, I think we said it earlier. Lyon will probably be our toughest game out of the fixtures that we've got. So yeah, I wouldn't really. It wouldn't be the end of the world. That type of result. But what about you, Matt? What's your score prediction for tomorrow's game?
It's hard to tell because, like, as you said, like, it depends what sort of team walks onto the pitch tomorrow. I mean, like, on paper, like, it could quite easily be an Arsenal win if they did pull the stops out correctly. But then, like when it actually comes to the game, like, it really depends on how the players perform on the day because, like, you can't really write a script for football. Like, there's a chance Olympic might have all the, like, rage from losing against Arsenal last season in the Champions League and use that to help build their team up and be more, like, a whole lot stronger in, like, the attactive field, but then there's still a chance Arsenal might win. So maybe a 1-0 win to Arsenal or a 1-1 draw.
Yeah, I think that's a fair prediction, my friend. Like, I've gone. I don't even know. It's tough, man. I think we're different team Champions League people, like we may have had a dodgy start to the season. Champions League holders, we're gonna step up. I was about to say it's at the Emirates, it's at Bournemouth Wood, but either way, I think we're gonna step up and I think we get a 2-1 win tomorrow. Get off to a good start. But yeah, just before we do go, I mean, I'll read some of you guys' predictions as well. We got champions saying 1-0 to hopefully Arsenal there. It's a blind game at the Emirates. No, it's away. It's away in Munich, which will be very tough. I know Liam's in the chat as well, so yeah, bless up, bro. But a lot has probably changed since I was last at the Emirates. 2012. Liam's gone 2-1 Arsenal. Love that. 1-1 draw. Russo late winner. We'll be there, bro. I don't know the teams that well, so I'll go with a safe 1-0 to the Arsenal. Big up to Drew, man. When he missed it, Drew with his predictions back again. Yeah, Meadow Park settings, man. Meadow Park settings is going to be tomorrow. That's what Leon got to come to. So, yeah, we'll see what happens tomorrow. Just before we do go, what's your, overall I'll start with you, Soph, like looking ahead to the rest of the season now, WSL wise, do you still think we can go all the way and win the league?
It's tough, isn't it? Because in the WSL compared to like the if we beat Chelsea, I'd probably feel a lot better. But you have to sort of rely on other teams to lose now. So I think, to be honest with you, we should still focus on the league, but I think we should have our sort of minds on the Champions League as well. Obviously, winning the FA Cup would be great. The League Cup's nice, but it'd be good to get to Wembley. So yeah, I think we should all still give it a go. But obviously the league we'd love to win. We've not won that for ages, have we? So yeah, I think it's a big ask really for this team not to lose a game, and I think we will. So yeah, it's hard with the league because the league has just started, but we're so far behind now. It does feel hard to come back from it.
Yeah, no, definitely. It's going to take a lot. And I also think, going to when we played, I think November, isn't it, when we played Chelsea at the Emirates? I think if we can go and get a good result against them, probably like go and beat them at the Emirates, I think that'll give us a bit of momentum, bit of confidence as well to maybe go all the way, because it's still a long way to go this season, to be fair. But yeah, that is that, guys. Quickly, Matt, what's your prediction for Arsenal women this season? Like, do you think we'll get in the league?
Like, if like the manager like obviously gets her act together and irons the creases, and is able to claw it back, I think that is possible because it's been done in the men's Premier League before. Can't really see why a women's team in the WSL can't do the same thing.
Yeah, definitely. 100%. Yeah, but quickly catch up with some comments. Big up to you. Have a great evening as well, my brother. A legend every single time, bro. Focus on the Champions League and FA Cup now. Just make sure we get top 3 in a WSL. I know the way we'll be playing, it seems like we want to get top 3 at the moment, but I still think once we get hopefully a few wins together, get that momentum going, I think we can still be up there, bro. But yeah, I mean, we could have other trophies as well this season. The FA Cup, I think we lost to Liverpool last year, which is very, very poor. And then the League Cup, we lost to City, didn't we? So we can go win one of them as well this season. Champions League again. Why not? We need a 10-game winning streak. I think we do need to get some wins in a row. Because it's people say it's tough, but Chelsea can do it. Like Chelsea been dominating this league for how many years now? It's been too many years. So we need to do similar there as well. And I think we've got a very good squad. We've got some good players in there, and I think we have the manager to do it. We have to get a bit of momentum going, man. Thanks for that every single time, Drew. But yeah, guys, that wraps up the preview. Before let's shout everyone as on the panel. Sophie, thank you so much for coming back on the channel. It's great to have you again. If you want to shout out what content you got coming up as well.
Thank you for having me. It's been great to chat about Arsenal, and yeah, thank you for having me on, and big up to the chat as well. Obviously looking forward to the game tomorrow. So yeah, obviously my channel's Gonna Gossip TV, as Josh said before. I do previews, reviews, obviously of both the men and the women's games, and yeah, I'll be doing a review tomorrow, obviously, hopefully after a win. But yeah, I do obviously, like I said, just mainly that sort of content on both the men and the women's team whenever I can.
There we go. And Drew's kindly put it in there once again, people. Make sure you're going over there, subscribing to Sophie over there as well. Matt, I know you haven't got a channel, man, but thank you for coming on as well, bro.
You're welcome. And a massive big up to the chat and everyone who's tuned in.
Legend, man. Absolute legend. Guys, enjoy the rest of your evenings, whatever you get up to. And yeah, hopefully tomorrow we'll be all buzzing that, you know, we've got off to a good start in the Champions League. And obviously after that, I think we play Brighton in the WSL next on the Sunday. For the men, guys, it is international break now, so there'll be a few videos out there. Obviously, it's quite hard because international break is here, so you know what it's like. But yeah, thank you everyone who watched. Big up the chat, big up everyone. Enjoy your evenings.